Okay, this is just a quick video about an article I saw yesterday on the internet. Really, it was no more than a meme with a couple of paragraphs attached to it. It was so simple, but it was impactful in its message, and so I'd like to share it with you. The image was a fence with a number of holes in it, and that attracted my attention because it was a curiosity, making me wonder, what's the story behind this? Was it a Tommy gun attack on this fence? Well, it begins like this. There once was a young boy with a very bad temper, and the boy's father wanted to teach him a lesson, so he gave this boy a bag of nails and told him that every time he lost his temper in the day, he must hammer a nail into their wooden fence. I mean, that could be any one of us at any time during any work day, or when someone's behind us and trying to make us drive faster when we're in our car, or the crazy guy in front of us when we're driving on the highway. So many things can aggravate us during the day. Do they make us lose our temper and lose our cool, or is it another opportunity to become stronger and refine ourselves? Well, on the first day of this lesson, the little boy had driven 37 nails into the fence. He was really mad. Things were bothering him that day. And over the course of the next few weeks, the little boy began to be able to control his temper a little bit. So the number of nails that were hammered into the fence dramatically decreased. And it wasn't long before the little boy discovered it was easier to hold his temper than to drive those nails into the fence. It took a lot of physical exertion. And then the day finally came when the little boy didn't lose his temper even once. And he became so proud of himself that he couldn't wait to tell his father. Pleased, his father suggested that he now pull out one nail for each day that he could hold his temper. And it didn't happen every day. He wasn't perfect. Some days he got upset and blew up a little bit, but they were less frequent. And so he was able to start pulling out nails. And several weeks went by, and the day finally came when this young boy was able to run up to his dad and tell him that all the nails were now gone. Very gently, the father took his son by the hand and led him to the fence. "You have done very well, my son," he smiled. "But look at the holes in the fence. Our fence will never be the same." The little boy listened carefully as his father continued to speak. "You see, when you say things in anger, they leave permanent scars on someone, just like these holes. And no matter how many times you say you're sorry afterwards, the wounds will still be there." And that's what it's like with us. How many times have we wounded and put holes in fragile souls? How many times has it happened to us with scars we can't forget because of something someone said in anger, not thinking of the consequence ahead of the time, but only seeing the damage afterwards? Maybe damage that only we know. And so that's such an important lesson in our lives. It's like being able to lift a weight. You have to start with small weights, or you'll damage tissue, sometimes irreparably. So it's better to protect someone from things they can't handle until incrementally they can. I wasn't that boy, and I didn't have that experience of hammering or removing nails from fences. But even in reading this story, I've learned his lesson. And that's the point of reading. Thanks for listening. Until next time.